See some bubbles down here. The beaver might have that dammed up just enough for us. That's a good one. You gonna keep that or let it go?
Yeah, I keep that.
Good size. Good size.
Pushing 10.
That's a trout.
Sitting, baby.
That's a better one. Want me to hold your rod?
Just got no way catch. Getting them over.
Here. Oh, fuck.
He's gone. He took that. He's going like a rocket. I'll let this one go. On purpose.
We'll let this one go on purpose, yeah.
You see him jumping?
Yeah, he jumped.
Come here. Oh, you swallowed that.
Oh yeah. Walking along here, it's just like having a stick of butter strapped to each shoe. Just all over the place.
That's why they call me the gazelle. Watch. This is how you do it.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on your arse.
No. You walk on the ones out of the water.
Oh, he was known as something in high school, but it wasn't the gazelle. Raging rhino, maybe? There's another one. Oh, 8-incher. Okay, this has got to be loaded. Come on.
There's one. A little one. Too shallow.
Water's usually halfway up that rock. Never seen the river this low. So all the places I was really looking forward to getting some trout, there's no water in them. All right, we're taking a lunch break. Who's with us way down the river here?
Henry, you're pretty quiet most of the time. You want to come through?
I'm trying not to say their names
Yeah, I just
to
thought of that.
influence them.
I just thought of that after. What do you think of the fish he caught earlier?
I know what I think of the fish I caught earlier. It was pretty good.
Oh, my teeth look. I went to the dentist yesterday or the day before? Wednesday.
Talk to us about this beautiful river. Nobody ever comes down here.
Is this life-sustaining? Real peaceful.
Can't do a paranormal fishing video with no paranormal. Can't do a paranormal fishing video with no paranormal.
What do you think about a beautiful fall day like this and going fishing, trout fishing? That was a weird voice that just came through that I've never heard anything like that on Hack Shack before.
I heard one on the way out here that I've never heard before.
But that voice was just clear and different.
That's what I said about the one in the truck. There was no static, it was just a voice.
Who are we talking to?
You know, this light reminds me of that dream I had, or I don't even know it was a dream because I remember it as good as I was 14 and I was in a place climbing a mountain. And it was just beautiful light with poplars. It was like heaven. And I always remember that scene, that place where I was. It had a real light to it. Kind of like today. Oh, I think there's a leech in my sock. I felt something moving. No! Is there a leech inside my sock?
Or is he just being a big baby?
No, I felt something moving.
The older I get, the less my legs work. Dr. Scholl's from about 10 years ago.
Do his feet stink?
Never.
Where are we? Jim.
What word did we just say we want you to say?
We've talked about it before, and I mentioned it in the last video. They will answer questions before we even ask them. We've seen that many times.
I was just going to ask her, or them, what was in here.
Feet. I was looking at your feet, and I was looking at all the chubs.
Just said chub.
Okay, so those two names I just put up on the screen don't mean a thing to you guys. But yeah, it's super important because it shows a knowledge of something that the phone could have no knowledge of. It says Joel. Well, I had a brother named Joel. I no longer have a brother named Joel. The next name that it said on the screen is Amber. Joel transitioned and became Amber. There is no way that this phone knows that. Okay, Grant and I are not thinking about that, talking about that. It's not even on our minds. So we can therefore hypothesize that our thoughts are not creating what comes out of the spirit box because we're sitting here thinking about fishing and the beautiful day and nature. And here we have these voices saying the name Joel. And then I believe it says what the in between. And then it says Amber. So, I mean, we're not going to get into that. This has been, a 25-year process of learning and acceptance and, a whole side of things that we don't talk about. But I do have a sister, Amber, who was a brother, Joel, and the spirit box just said both of those names. That is not a coincidence.
Uncle Art, you used to fish down here all the time. Do you have anything to say?
When I walked through the property the other day, 2 days in a row, I did like over 5,000 steps with the dog. So we're talking like a good hour walk through the property. Were you spirits with me? Feel. And I talked to a bunch of the big old trees that were there. Mountain?
Mountain View. That's the road the farm's on.
Should I start a farm out there? Did that say duck? I was just going to say ducks and chickens and... stuff.
Papa, you have any message for us? You used to love trout fishing.
Papa Mike had the best sense of humor. Now, he always called me son, even though I was his grandson. He and my grandma raised Grant and I when we were little. My mom was only a teenager when she had us, and so we lived with them. And he always called me or Grant. He would always say, "Come here, son. Come on, let's go to the garage, son. Jump on the tractor." Whatever, right? That was my grandpa. But he had the best sense of humor, and I remember him joking. We used to talk about things like passing on when he got older, and I'd say, well, you got to come and visit. You got to prove to me that there's another side. And so we had these conversations, and I remember him saying, yeah, I'll watch over you. And then he said, even in the shower. And then he laughed. That was Papa Mike.
Papa Mike knows what I'm eating. Well, fishing go-to. Should we be doing some more spirit box sessions and water sessions? If so, what topic do you want us to cover?
I want you to say what we were doing today. What activity? Male and female.
You are something, the woman said.
Grant says we're not leaving until you talk to us.
Well, I know you want to talk to us. Did it say something about...
I thought it did say something about...
I thought I heard that word.
Who is that? Say your name. I know who it was. I think I know who it was. Papa, is that you?
I could see Papa coming and seeing us, watching us fish today. What about Grandma? I never feel that connected to Grandma, like she's coming through.
Sometimes I do. Not during spirit box sessions, but
Yeah.
I feel she watched over the kids a lot when the kids were little.
You must have lots of messages for us.
Are we going to get any more trout before we get off the river?
Give us a number.
Probably got, what, another mile to go down the river?
I don't think that far. Maybe. We might go around the corner and I might go, oh yeah.
I think it's about a mile.
What about Dave? I had a dream about you the other night, Dave.
Man, that trout was a beauty. I'm still thinking about that trout.
Is that comment in reference to Grant and I using the raft to go down the river one more time before the season is over? Because I thought I was done, but then I came home and redid the fishing line on my reel, and I'm like, geez, I need to try that again. And Uncle Mike called me and said he needs trout. So I kind of want to go again, and they're saying you should float it again. Oh, there's a full neck shiver. Okay, guys, we actually have an EVP captured on the DJI action. It is not something that the Hack Shack says. Grant and I do not acknowledge that we've heard anything, and I could hear a whispered voice loud and clear with my headset on. It says peace.
Can you feel the temperature of the water?
Is there a leech in my sock?
Look at that beautiful scenery. Said something. Trying to get the shot of the river in there. It's so beautiful.
Can you guys sum up the view in 1 or 2 words?
What I want to know is it where you are, is it even prettier than where we are? Is it better?
Tell us about where you are. That's what we really want to know. What is death? Where are we going when we leave this place? That's what we want to know. All of these recordings that we make, that's the answer we want to know. You can tell us. We won't tell anybody.
Yes, we will. We'll share it. Can I fish where you are?
Okay,
Yeah, my leg's getting locked in place here.
I'm going to give you guys 1 more minute. Final messages. We're packing up. We got to get moving down the river again. You're wasting your minute. It's ticking by. Give us some final parting words.
There's a woman, but I didn't hear what she said.
I don't know what she said either, but that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. What do you think it said?
Good job. So a female and a male came through there. All right, guys, we appreciate you. Thanks for coming through.
Keep following us down the river. We got a ways to go yet. You're welcome to keep watching us. Make a great big trout bite my line if you can.
2+ pounder. We'll let it go.